GPL encourages public to complain on GPL and GT&T. Guy Oil general manager resigns amid corruption allegations. And baby bobcat whisperer wins staring contest with wild animal. I am Noriko Bulford, and this is Uncut News. If you're tired of the constant blackouts destroying your electronics, Jardio says that you should lodge an official complaint with the Public Utilities Commission. During a recent interview, he even encouraged the public to complain about GT&T's poor internet service. He noted that the PUC is the regulatory body for those two agencies. So, although it's government-owned, they still have to comply with regulations and standards. That's GPL, by the way. I know GT&T is mostly privately owned, but whatever. So, if the government actually has an official record of the impact of the blackouts and poor internet service, then it is easier for them to try to improve this situation, or at least sanction the company into doing better. 36-year-old customs broker Carlisle Watson, aka DJ Raw Gold, his name's Carlisle Watson, what a fancy name. Anyway, DJ Raw Gold faced the magistrate's court for allegedly attacking Marlon Williams, called DJ Yannick, with a broken bottle and for assaulting Melissa Duke. Watson denied the two charges. Nevertheless, the chief magistrate released Watson on $55,000 bail and adjourned the matter until May 3rd. On Sunday night, 29-year-old Tu Xiao Juan Fernandez of Chinese Landing Village in Region 1 was boat-jacked. According to Fernandez, he docked his boat near his home on the Barima River and went inside for the evening. But when he woke up bright and early Monday morning, he found out that his boat was gone. According to persons in the area, they saw a man cut the rope and ride off with the young Tu Xiao's boat. Yesterday, Mark Royden Williams, also known as Smalley, faced the High Court to answer two murder charges. Smalley is accused of murdering 35-year-old Rajesh Singh and 25-year-old Fazil Hakim during a robbery on December 16, 2007 on the East Coast. He pleaded not guilty to the charges. Nevertheless, he was remanded back to prison until his next court date. Now it's time to tell you about Best Buy's car of the day. Currently on sale is this 2010 Toyota Hiace Super GL. It comes with push-button start, all seats, sliding glasses, dual AC, mug rims, new tires, CD, stereo, reverse cam, and much, much more. Pay cash for $3.6 million, or pay down as low as $1,440,000 down, with around $76,000 monthly for 6 years, and it's yours. Call or WhatsApp 662-0844 for more info, or visit their showrooms at 171 Peter Rose Street, Queenstown, or Lot 2 Lamar Street, and tell them Noriko sent you for this sweet, sweet deal. On Sunday, 24-year-old police constable David Lumpkin was charged for assaulting another officer over a missing pair of slippers. It is alleged that on January 31st at Bricktown Police Station, he unlawfully assaulted police constable Cornet Corbin. However, Corbin is also facing charges for the same assault, as he was accused of shooting Lumpkin in the leg. But Corbin is still on the run, hence him not being in court today. Nevertheless, Lumpkin was released on self-bail and will be back in court May 18th. General Manager of Guy Oil, Trevor Basu, resigned from the position just 6 months after taking up the post. His resignation came amid corruption allegations. Basu has since denied the allegations and claims persons are out to tarnish his character. The former general manager did not give a reason for his resignation, but according to the Daily News Guyana, it is alleged that there was a deal that went sour between the company and a supplier, but as it turns out, the supplier in question did not even exist. But again, this is news from Daily News. You know, they're the ones who said it, not me, so don't cuss me if I got any of the details incorrect. 24-year-old serial fraudster Micah Sonaram is back in court. Can you guess for what? For murder. No, I'm just kidding, it's for another fraud charge. Of course, he's a serial fraudster. Anyway, he pleaded not guilty to the charge, which alleges that on November 4th, 2020, at North Road, Georgetown, while being solely entrusted with $7 million Guyana by Steve DaCosta to purchase and deliver one excavator, he fraudulently converted the money to his own use and benefit. He was released on $50,000 bail and is expected back in court May 10th. Robbery season might be over, but the streets are still mean. If I were you, I would consider getting security for the home or business. I personally recommend Sheriff Security Service. I find that they are the most professional with well-trained armed or unarmed guards. Get some security, people. It's now time for today's Rona Report. Today, the nation recorded 71 new cases. There are now 273 persons dead, with 13 persons in the ICU and 1,315 persons in home isolation. The total number of known cases in the nation now stands at 11,972. So please, people, wash your hands frequently. Avoid touching your nose and mask up before you leave the house. When you do leave home, try to avoid enclosed spaces and large crowds. And remember to give 6 feet of space between you and others. Now, let's take a look at news in the region and around the world. In Trinidad, last night a police officer was injured as a result of a negligent discharge of a weapon. The officer was cleaning his service pistol at the Gasparillo police station when it slipped from his hands, supposedly. He attempted to catch the weapon midair and it went off, striking him in the hand with a bullet. He was taken to the hospital and treated for the injury. Take advantage of huge discounts this Easter at Cellular Plus. Get the DL3 Pro Plus for just $16,000 or the DL3 Pro for $11,000. With prices like these, even your pet could have a smartphone. Get this deal at Cellular Plus Digicel stores in the City Mall, Starbucks Square, Massey Providence, and Massey Turkine. Offer valid while stocks last, so don't miss out. And internationally, Idris Deby, the president of the African nation of Chad, died fighting against rebels trying to oust him. After leading a successful coup over 30 years ago, Deby went on to lead his country, Chad, and become one of Africa's longest-serving heads of state. He was 68. The announcement came just a day after Deby was confirmed president-elect, after securing nearly 80% of the April 11th vote. Meanwhile, Deby's son, Mahat Idris Deby Itno, has taken over as interim leader of a transitional military council. While this man may have been a dictator and a strong man, I will at least give him props for actually fighting in a war that he started. In fact, I think it should be international law that if a leader wants to start a war, he's only allowed if he's on the front lines. It used to be like that in the Age of Kings. Oh well. And now for our weird news story of the day. A pair of Colorado parents said they initially questioned their 5-year-old daughter's story of a staring contest with a bobcat until they checked their home security camera footage. When Eric and Nicole Woodard's 5-year-old daughter Ryan told her parents she had just encountered a giant cat in their yard, they thought she was just being dramatic. However, the parents were terrified to learn that she wasn't kidding. The video shows Ryan and the large cat staring at each other for 22 seconds before the wild animal backed down and left. The Woodard said Ryan didn't seem at all shaken by the encounter. In fact, her mother says the little girl thinks she's the Bobcat Whisperer now. Haha, well, one thing is sure, she's definitely very courageous. Attention truck drivers. Hammer is one of the leading international brands for heavy-duty truck parts. Get high-quality brake pads, air valves, bearings, and clutches for DAF, international freight liners, Bedford TM, Scammell, and lots more truck parts seen here. This nice lady is not included. Get it at Powered Automotive Truck Spares and Engine Parts at 1161 EE Eccles. Call or WhatsApp 697-0171 or follow Powered Automotive Truck Spares and Engine Parts on Facebook. Moving on to our Uncut News Views Poll question of the day. Every day we pose a question about current events in the nation, the region, the diaspora, and how you feel it relates to us. So, you give your responses in the comments, and we'll read the best ones in the following episode. Yesterday's question was, should they adjust the curfew or just leave it as it is? Conscious Park says they should leave it as it is, because they should think about persons getting off of work at 6. They still need to get home safely to their loved ones. 10:30 to 4 a.m. is working fine. Ashley Rodney said, the 6 p.m. curfew is ineffective for a few reasons, simply because most Guyanese will not abide by it, and at the end of the day, we're all responsible for the actions we take, so that curfew won't stop these cases from going up. Catalina Saul said, I think they should shut down the country on weekends to help with the rising cases. And finally, Vacancy Guyana says, curfew or no curfew, the people are not following the guidelines. So, all valid points. Now, on to tonight's question. Hearing that Jogdale is encouraging you all to complain to the PUC regarding shoddy utility service, are you more likely to file a complaint? And if so, do you even know how to file one? If you don't, but you want to learn how, type, tell me Noriko, tell me how, in the comments below. Anyway, that's all the time we have for tonight. Check us out tomorrow for another. Until then, I'm Noriko Bulford saying good night, folks. Hey, Uncut News viewers, thanks for watching. You can subscribe by clicking on this button over here, or click over there for more news. You can also drop a comment to let me know if you've made it to the end of the video. Goodbye for now.